Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Watts the Obsession. And today I have a special treat for you. We know where one Kessinger is and what that Kessinger is up to these days. And I'm sorry, it's not the person, the empanada, formerly known as Nichol Kessinger. I'm going to give you a hint. Do you recognize this sexy empanada voice? I bet you do. Who is it?
Do is stop the pump from running. So ideally, this combined manifold flow and pressure would actually be what we need.
I mean, it's definitely not Nichol Kessinger.
Hi. It's me.
I'm having a wonderful time.
I miss your face.
Yeah, I have good credit, and I have all these things, and I have all these things, and I have all these things that I can't tell you. Leave Jim alone. I still don't remember what we talked about.
But it's her dad, Dwayne Kessinger.
I've known Jim for
Yeah.
years and years.
We don't want to take all of our pressure.
Dwayne Kessinger, who was present at 2 of her 3 in-person interviews with law enforcement.
Didn't know.
You're leading into questions that are nothing with your...
In the week following the tragic murders of Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and unborn baby Nico Watts.
Wait, Nick,
That she was there.
did you hear what I said?
Dwayne Kessinger is currently living in Colorado, as we would expect, and he is the engineering project manager on actually a really cool project. And we now know that Dwayne Kessinger is an engineer for sure. It seems like at the level of a position that he's in within this company, I would have to imagine that he's always been an engineer, and probably as far as his career goes, he will always be an engineer. A lot of speculation has gone around about Dwayne Kessinger in the past 5 years. That's for damn sure, including that he's a high-level member of law enforcement, politics, a Freemason. I hear that all the time. And even that he is a diplomat or a foreign diplomat or something. And guys, none of those are true at all. And in fact, one of my channel moderators, Cecile, you are the bomb, totally debunked the theory that really caught on for a while that he is some kind of diplomat, and that's why NK received the level of protection she did. Now, I must say the channel that originally came up with that idea, I like very much, and I like the creator very much, so there's no shade on that. But I'm just saying, I don't think Dwayne Kessinger was ever any of those things. I think that he was simply a dude, a guy, a dad, an engineer, allowed to strong arm a CBI agent into fashioning an interview with a murderer's current mistress any old way he wanted.
Wait, Nick,
That she was there.
did you hear what I said?
To protect that mistress, to protect that skanky empanada. Quick side note, get to know Watts the Obsession a little better. People often ask, and many of you know exactly why I say skanky empanada, or I used to say skanky empanada, but thank you for correcting me. Now I say skanky empanada. And so many people ask why I say that often. So in some text messages between Chris Watts and Nichol Kessinger that were recovered, we just see a few from Chris Watts, and here they are. He refers to her as his sexy empanada. Ugh. So I just changed. Okay, so what are the details? I know you guys love the details. So Wayne Kessinger is working on this project, and as I said, it's a really great project. It was, thought up during COVID when you remember, my gosh, especially in the beginning of COVID when people were getting sick, there weren't enough hospital beds, there weren't enough ventilators, and you guys remember how horrible it was. We all remember. Terrible. We needed to come up with solutions as a humanity to address the issues that came up for the first time in the history of the world, as far as we know, the recorded history of the world. And this sounds like it could be one of these solutions. It's pretty cool. So let me just tell you a little bit about the backstory, and I'll tell you a little more about our boy Dwayne. Nick, stop. Did you hear what I said? Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to kind of channel my inner Dwayne Kessinger, get a little... Stop. Did you hear what I said? Okay. This project began on March 16th, 2020, when Dr. William Whetstone contacted Dr. Thomas Greene. These are all Colorado University people for the most part, stating that conditions looked grim regarding current forecasts for COVID-19 cases in the San Francisco Bay Area. That's where it first broke out, right? Yeah. In the United States. In addition, that a nationwide shortage of ventilators was anticipated. Whetstone asked Greene whether he thought a field ventilator could be designed and built quickly to provide basic respiratory support for multiple patients to prevent a situation of having to deny any person rescue ventilation in the event of a shortage of FDA-approved hospital ventilators. Great initiative, saving lives. I love it. They say, our hope is that a critical national shortage of rescue ventilators identified during the COVID-19 pandemic, which exposes a strategic vulnerability, as well as the realization that developing nations have no ventilators at all, so sad, will find a potential solution in this field ventilation service. Through testing and refinement, we hope that this device will provide a real solution that can be readily produced at reasonable cost. Great stuff. Good job, guys. I think that's amazing. The website goes on to talk about how they developed this technology. Now, it does sound as though Dwayne Kessinger is kind of a big deal in his own way, in his world, as an engineer at least, and certainly in this project. We can see on this website, we can learn that Dwayne Kessinger is the engineering manager at the company. And then there's several photos that are featured here, as well as that short video that I've been playing in the background, or as a video. And several of the captions have his name in it and talk about what he is doing. For example, Dwayne Kessinger giving writing instructions to Kevin Kovac. Just kidding. Dwayne Kessinger power module instruction. Dwayne Kessinger writing instructions, of what Nichol Kessinger should say. And then again, Dwayne Kessinger, engineering manager at this company. So, you know, it does sound like he is the man in charge here. It sounds like a pretty extensive, I know what I'm talking about. I'm no engineer. Looks like kind of a big deal, doing great work. So, oh, and as you're scrolling through the timeline of how things went down, you know, they did the prototype and the test and the bigger test, and you can read it for yourself if you'd like. You know, Dwayne Kessinger is highlighted a couple times here. I'll just read you a couple of these little notes. Today, Dwayne Kessinger of this company and I critically evaluated potential failure modes of the ventilator as designed and prototyped. We identified better solenoid valves. Spartan Scientific later supplied 20 million cycle valves built specifically for these field ventilator units versus the 1 million cycle valves used for the prototype. And better digital relay timers with 100% solid state electronics. They're just giving props to Dwayne Kessinger. That makes no sense to me. Maybe it does to you, and then you might enjoy reading this in its entirety. They document a lot here. And then again, today we revised the prototype to improve anticipated service life in digital valve timers, solenoid valves, and switching relays. Bold thanks to Dwayne Kessinger for Spec G, a drop-in power module complete with new programmable logic controller. So, hey, thanks so much, Dwayne. I hope this project is a success. And props to you. Snap, snap, snaps from Watts the Obsession. I thought it was pretty cool to get a little, peek into Dwayne Kessinger's world. Why? Why is that cool? Because this is Watts the Obsession, goddammit. And this is Watts the Obsession. That's all. Yeah. So what do you think about that? Oh, leave a comment down below and let us know what you think, because you know we all want to know what you think, especially when it's about Dwayne Kessinger.
Do is stop the pump from running.